From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Good evening and welcome, my dear viewers. Rhea Chakraborty has been arrested. And for all of you who have been part of our campaign, let me say this, that this is only the start. And what we must emphasize is that the charges under which Rhea Chakraborty has been arrested are extremely serious. She is now proven to be a member of an extremely dangerous mafia drugs syndicate cartel. And so, for all of those who launched a Justice for Rhea movement, my advice to them would be tonight, unsolicited of course, but I must emphasize it, that you must introspect. Do you who support Rhea Chakraborty want justice for the drugs mafia? These people, are they not ashamed to even suggest such a thing? Is there no social responsibility that they have? And one more thing. My dear viewers, the biggest Bollywood and many corporate names are being connected to the drugs syndicate as per multiple investigations. Do you not want them exposed too? In a way, this entire SSR investigation is unmasking this. And we must support this public investigation. Viewers, the Disha case is being opened up too. I am ready as we prepare to expose more on that, for a counter lobby to once again emerge and foolishly and perversely ask, why do you want to investigate Disha now? What is your problem? Why do you want to uncover the truth behind this Disha case? To these humdrum Twitter warriors, I will say this, and today I'll be very direct. At the Republic Network, we are investigating these cases. We are uncovering these truths. What the hell are you doing? You, our perennial critics, are only wasting your time discussing what the Republic Network does. What is your contribution? Why don't you instead do some journalism for once? Why are your reporters not on the ground? Why can't you expose the truth? Why can't you question people? Viewers, as we expose the truth behind, as of now, Sushant Singh Rajput, Disha and Sunanda Pushkar's death, the entire corrupt establishment is rising against us. I will take them on with you by my side, with you on our side. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two big debates this evening on a very big news day. Rhea has been arrested. We'll talk about the implications of the arrest. And at 10 o'clock tonight, viewers, as we go further, we are going to look at the multiple issues which now emerge following Rhea's arrest, because this is only the start. All this and more is coming up, viewers. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on The Debate Tonight.
ये राइट में जो बैठी हैं वो रिया चक्रवर्ती बैठी हैं, सबसे राइट में इनका मेडिकल होने वाला है और आज दोस्तों रिया अरेस्ट हो गई है।
85 days after Sushant Singh Rajput's death, Rhea Chakraborty is arrested in Mumbai. Slander backfires for the pro-Rhea lobby as Rhea now attempts to blame Sushant Singh Rajput's family for his death.
रिया 25 बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज कौन है? रिया रिपब्लिक आपसे पूछ रहा है। 25 बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज का आपने लिया नाम। रिया, आप ड्रग्स पार्टीज ऑर्गेनाइज करती थी रिया।
Rhea Chakraborty is arrested. The focus is now on 20 to 25 Bollywood actors, producers, the Bollywood cartel, which she has named. More investigations, more details out. Will the homicide angle now become the focus? Rhea's PR lobby is defeated. It is a big loss of face for those who tried to give her a platform to spread lies against Sushant Singh Rajput. But this is only the first victory in the campaign. Republic will not stop until justice is delivered. You would remember that on Sunday afternoon, the Republic Media Network told you that Rhea Chakraborty will be arrested on Tuesday. We are 100% correct. Ladies and gentlemen, at 3:23 p.m. Tuesday afternoon, accused number 1 was formally placed under arrest. From financial details to drug chats to unending slander, we have exposed the claims of Team Rhea. Her arrest, viewers, is only the beginning. The real story begins tonight.
At 9:28 a.m., she left home for the NCB office. Day 3 of questioning. Even Rhea Chakraborty knew the arrest was inevitable.
रिया आज आपकी गिरफ्तारी हो सकती है। रिया की गाड़ी को आप देख रहे हैं। रिया आज आपका अरेस्ट हो सकता है। ये देखिए, ये रिया की गाड़ी को आप देख रहे हैं हमारे कैमरे पर। रिया का आज अरेस्ट हो सकता है।
As she reached the Narcotics Control Bureau office at 10:32 a.m., the confessions, the names continued to tumble out.
Narcotics Control Bureau's SIT has prepared a dossier. This dossier has a list of about 25 Bollywood personalities divided into 3 categories. Category A, B and C. All these 3 categories have been linked to a drug cartel that is very much active in the financial capital. Not just that, Rhea Chakraborty and Shavik Chakraborty have actually named few Bollywood personalities who have been indulging in drug consumption, and not just that, also procurement of drugs.
At 3:23 p.m., Rhea Chakraborty was arrested. 53 minutes later, she was taken out of the NCB office.
रिया आपकी गिरफ्तारी हो गई है। रिया आप गिरफ्तार हो गई है। रिया आपकी गिरफ्तारी हो गई है। रिपब्लिक के कैमरे पर आप देख रहे थे रिया को, और ये देखिए सबसे नजदीक।
Rhea Chakraborty, who's now been arrested, has confessed before the NCB in 3 days of grilling. She has now been arrested under stringent charges of the NDPS Act, which entail a minimum punishment of 10 years and a maximum punishment of 20 years.
As she entered the Sion Hospital at 4:55 p.m. for a medical examination, she knew there was no going back, with all the proof piling up.
रिया चक्रवर्ती को अरेस्ट किया गया है। उनको मेडिकल के लिए भेजा गया था। उनका कोविड टेस्ट हो चुका है, वो नेगेटिव है, और बाकी और डॉक्टर्स मेडिकल टेस्ट कर रहे हैं। उसके बाद में उन्हें माननीय न्यायालय के समक्ष वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के द्वारा प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा।
She was back at the NCB at 7:35 p.m. Rhea will spend the night in custody, but these questions will not stop.
रिपब्लिक के कैमरे पर रिया आपको 27 धारा 27 के तहत रिया आपको रखा गया है। आपको 10 साल की सजा हो सकती है। रिया 25 बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज कौन है? रिपब्लिक आपसे पूछ रहा है। 25 बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज, 25 बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज का आपने लिया नाम। रिया आप ड्रग्स पार्टीज ऑर्गेनाइज करती थी। रिपब्लिक पूछ रहा है, आप ड्रग्स पार्टीज ऑर्गेनाइज करती थी। रिया आप ड्रग्स पार्टीज ऑर्गेनाइज करती थी। रिया आपने एमडीए में ड्रग्स लिया है। रिया आपने एमडीए में ड्रग्स लिया है। रिया आप हश और बड लेती थी। रिया आप हश बड लेती नहीं। वीड आपका चैट पूरा रिट्रीव हुआ है। रिया 70 चैट आपके रिट्रीव हुए।
10 days is what NCB is saying. In 10 days, these Bollywood bigwigs will be summoned, and that is going to be huge. That is going to be big, because we've been saying that there is a drug nexus. We've been saying that there is a drug cartel, and if these 25 celebrities are going to be summoned, just imagine that this is going to be big inroads into Bollywood.
course, we have a big panel. Before that, I'd like to get Shawan live from the NCB. Shawan, what's going to happen? What's happening at the NCB? She went in about 90 minutes back. What's happening there now? Can you tell us?
Well, in fact, just a while back, we got a confirmation right now that the hearing is already underway. So one, she would be sent into judicial custody. That's because the NCB is not seeking further custody because they are satisfied with the questioning. It also remains to be seen whether the bail application will be taken up today or not. That's the big question right now. But a quick update really as far as the NCB's questioning is concerned. NCB is saying that this is the drug cartel that has been completely exposed. They've come up with the entire list, a list of about 25 personalities, and their summons would be sent out very soon. So here the NCB says that the arrest does not, with the arrest, the investigation does not end. It's rather the beginning of a larger investigation that is being carried out.
Yeah, so, I'm sorry, I think that feed really froze out there. Pradeep Bhandari was also following this case through the entire day. Shawan, okay, you're back there, Shawan. Viewers, I want to tell you that, the arrest of Rhea Chakraborty is under very serious sections of the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act for selling, purchasing narcotics under Section 8, transaction under Section 20, abetment, criminal conspiracy, financing illicit activity. So she's not just an ordinary drugs peddler. She's part of a larger syndicate. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that, Shawan.
Well, in fact, this is what the NCB is calling Rhea Chakraborty and Shauvik Chakraborty, an active member of the drug syndicate. This drug syndicate was supplying drugs to high society personalities, and I'm quoting from the remand copy that has been accessed by Republic Media Network. And largely, they were also part of a larger drug cartel, not only about consumption of drugs, but procurement of drugs. These are exactly what the Narcotics Control Bureau had to tell the court just a while ago.
Okay, that's Shawan. Video is frozen, but he was reporting live there. Shawan, I'm going to be coming back to you. And, Pradeep Bhandari, I think that today is a moment of reflection for all the people there who have been protecting Rhea, isn't it? I mean, these are very, very serious charges. All the people who are trying to whip up a sympathy campaign and saying media trial. I mean, very, very serious charges. And now as you look at the nature of the charges and you look at what, I've got the NCB, what they put out in the court there, it's, she's a very dangerous person. She's an extremely conniving, dangerous person in the middle of a big drug syndicate. So you really understand now why some people are nervous about what could happen if she goes in. Pradeep.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, Arnab. In fact, I'm also at the Narcotics Control Bureau office, and as you rightly said, that the Rhea Chakraborty's arrest is the start of the investigation, and this is why a lot of powerful people are rattled, because they know that if Rhea Chakraborty will start revealing names, the entire nexus between the political, Bollywood and the drug cartel will be exposed. And this is not in isolation with Sushant Singh Rajput's murder, because this has direct or indirect links to Sushant Singh Rajput's murder, because the genesis of it was laid at the Waterstone Park, where the entire drug and the rave parties used to happen, and that's where Rhea Chakraborty first took Sushant Singh Rajput for the entire drug thing, and that's where the entire false suicide theory had started. So Arnab, I think this is where the real inflection point has taken place. With Rhea's arrest, you will see those 10 to 15 Bollywood names who are involved with the Rajav drug cartel, and that's where the illicit money trail also
and politicians
into the picture, and also the link to the murder angle, because the CBI till now has not. Yeah, the CBI
and politicians too.
Till now, the AIMS post-mortem has not come. So if yes,
politicians too, and our worst fears have really come true right now. I'd like to open up the debate right now, viewers, and I'd like to go to Smita Parekh. Smita is a very close family friend of Sushant Singh Rajput and of Sushant's as well. You know, the picture that's emerged is of an extremely dangerous person. Very grave and serious charges. And I think, do you think she realizes now that the whole case that she was trying to build is crumbling? Do you think she realizes that?
Arnab, looking at her body language since last so many days, while she was going to the ED and then to the CBI and then, to the NCB, basically, she was basically showing an attitude of, you all will fall flat on your faces. But I think today, after she heard the news of her arrest, I could see that a little bit of failure on her face, that oh God, like I'm in now finally, which she may be realizing actually slowly, because she must have thought that all her these sugar daddies or powerful people who are behind her
will help her,
will back her, because yes, absolutely, and
maybe they did promise her
about it.
Maybe they did promise her that they will help her. And she believed in it.
She had spoken about it, Arnab, if you remember.
Yes, Rahul, what's your problem now?
She has also accepted that she might become the scapegoat also at the end
these are two different cases, right?
Here comes Rhea Chakraborty, self-appointed spokesman. His name is Rahul Ishwar.
One is a drug case and one is a death case.
Now he's supporting the drug syndicate.
It is unfair on
Shame on you for supporting the drug syndicate.
The drug case is different. We should all condemn. The death case is different.
We are discussing Rhea Chakraborty today.
Everyone condemns drugs. Everyone is against
dealing
drugs.
Since last
we
2-3 years in drugs.
But drug case is
for
different.
you, this is okay. This is just a small issue, Rahul Ishwar. Are you seriously defending this? Are you seriously defending this, Rahul Ishwar?
Tumble out.
However,
it's a big issue. The family lawyer has made it clear.
It's a big issue. But how do we connect it to that issue?
Okay, Ketan and we'll get Ketan and Shweta.
These are two different issues.
Ketan and Shweta, calm down. Ketan, make your point. Ketan, make your point. Ketan, make your point.
And I'm telling you,
continue.
See, my point is simple that the way the NCB is investigating the case, there will be more skeletons tumbling out, and there is a tinderbox of drug relations in Bollywood. However, Vikas Singh, the family lawyer, has made it clear that this has nothing to do with the case of abetment of suicide or alleged murder.
Ketan, may I intervene for a minute, please? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What you need to understand, I would like to bring Shweta into the debate, Subrashta, everyone, but what you need to understand is this, that when a case is built on legal evidence, okay, then you have to stop putting out this rubbish of media trial. Today, the NCB has told us they are building the case on very sharp and solid legal evidence. So you people who have nothing to say, you've been like parrots, like a tota, like a trained parrot. You are repeating this media trial narrative. You are trying to disparage, and you have no right to disparage the relentless investigative reporting that Republic has been doing. We've been seeking accountability, and you are a parrot.
Not me.
Yes, you, Ketan. You and Rahul Ishwar and all of you. Shweta Shalini, they are panicking.
Everyone appreciate your war on drugs. Everyone appreciate
Shweta Shalini is on the debate. Shweta.
Everyone, nobody has a
soft
spot for
Ketan ji, Rhea was not automatically arrested on the very first day. 3 days of complete interrogation. Her entire 75 chats were sent to CFSL to actually verify that these chats were true and were done by her. So it has been fully interrogated, investigated, and found out that every charge, and section 27, 28 are extremely serious charges. It is completely not bailable. She can go into jail for nearly 20 years. So please understand, NCB is doing their job well, and it is just one of the 3 agencies which are actually doing their job. So the other 2 agencies, when they produce result, you will realize what all will actually happen. Now coming to the second and the most important thing, we all know that she was and she is a pawn. So behind her is the actual faces, and you need to understand, drugs never come alone. They come with terrorism, they come with money trails, they come with honey traps, and that is the real face. And in Sanjay Rautji's word, the real naughty faces that we need to find.
The Mumbai police has failed in tackling this crime.
I repeat once again, and Subrashta is on the debate. Ajay Alok, welcome. Surendra Chauhan, DK Rai should be on the debate along with Nirod Pal. You see, there, even upon her arrest, Rhea's lawyer called Sushant a drug addict with mental issues. I repeat, Ajay and Subrashta, Rhea Chakraborty has been arrested, Ajay and Subrashta. But who is being slandered? Sushant Singh Rajput. I feel there can be nothing more disgusting that on the day of her arrest, these people who are trying to push a pro-Rhea narrative of facts, they are abusing Sushant, drug addict, mentally imbalanced. Are they not answerable? Do they support the slander of a dead man? Do they support a prime accused arrested for drug supply who says that a brother was killed by his sisters, Suprashta? And last night, Suprashta, one more thing. I was horrified. I saw, we were live on Republic Bharat around 1:30 in the morning. 7 hours the police station was kept open so that Rhea could file a case saying the sisters killed the brother. And we will be mute witness to this, you think? You think DK Rai will be mute witness? Subrashta, please. Yes, let's reopen the debate. Subrashta.
Arnab, let's understand one thing, and it goes out to your viewers because there is a lot of propaganda which is going on social media and all other media channels. Rhea has not been arrested because it's an act of misogyny. She has been arrested for drug peddling. Let this fact and this truth be known to everybody sitting on the other side of the panel and all those propagandists. The second point is it's good that the drug peddler is behind bars now. Let's not lose focus of the entire investigation of why, Republic Network and millions of youngsters supported this campaign. Sushant's murder is still a mystery. That Rhea was involved in either overdosing him with drugs or merely supplying him with drugs is something which is out there, established, done and dusted with. I would request the volunteers who have been campaigning for Sushant Singh Rajput to continue doing this fight. And Rahul Ishwar, don't make faces. Do you disagree with the NCB that Rhea is a drug peddler? Do you disagree with the fact that Rhea Chakraborty is
good question?
Absolutely no. Do you disagree that
good question.
the death case?
Let her complete her question, Rahul. Rahul, she's nailed you. You let her complete the question now.
Say that.
Say I support a drug peddler.
Ma'am, I agree with you. Do you disagree with me that she is arrested for the death case?
The case is not yet over. Sushant's murder mystery has still not been, solved.
Is she arrested for the death case?
But Rhea's arrest is not an act of misogyny. Get that straight. I'm saying that as a woman. Just because I'm a woman, I shouldn't be allowed to get away with illegal activities.
Not which
might even, have links with terror networks. I'm not going to play a gender card, Rahul Ishwar.
Madam, how do we know all this? Why do we keep on overstretching this?
To say that this is not an act of misogyny.
Please remember, is this death
Many
case or drug case?
propagandists who come from your camp have been trying to shield this, have been trying to feed this narrative that she has been a victim of this media, trial of this mob lynching mentality which comes through misogyny.
Ketan, let him complete. Ketan, 1 minute.
Rhea Chakraborty was arrested because she supplied drugs. She is an active part of a drug syndicate. She has supplied drugs to many people in Mumbai who have...
She is a very important drug peddler in Mumbai. A very important member of this drug syndicate. And Ishkaran, 1 minute, 1 minute. I wish to say one thing. Ketan, 1 minute. Ketan, with the greatest of respect to the party that you support, the Sonia Sena, previously known as the Shiv Sena.
No.
I was informed today, Ishkaran, that there is an endless debate going on in the Maharashtra Assembly about you. Viewers, before I continue with this, I want to break the news that Rhea Chakraborty has been put into 14 days of judicial custody. Breaking news, viewers, it will soon break immediately on the Republic Network. Rhea has been remanded in judicial custody. The information that I'm getting, I'm confirming it. If you give me a minute, viewers, I'm just checking, sorry. Sometimes we have to use the phone in the course of the show. Yes. 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 I am getting a confirmation now, viewers, that The bail hearing was underway.
14 days judicial custody.
She was sent to 14 days judicial custody, viewers. 14-day judicial custody, 14-day judicial custody. I can confirm it, very important development. Ishkaran, this is significant.
That is Arnab, that is the vindication that NCB is, no matter what, some certain quarters, Lutyens, and I say Lutyens is a state of mind, so it's there in Bollywood, in fact more than Delhi also. They were trying to make a hue and cry that why is NCB arresting, and we saw all manners of defense of drug dealing, drug peddling. Pukna is not a big deal, but unfortunately all these people have not read the Constitution of India or a single law of India. They do not realize that it is a crime. And all those who attack you, I have one thing to say. Mumbai police for 60 days did not find a single offense. If as a journalist, you broke a story which is leading to busting of a drug racket, in any other society, you would be given an award. Because that is the job of investigation, that where the system says no crime exists, you find a crime, which then the investigative agencies give their stamp upon, which NCB gave its stamp upon. So therefore, these people who keep saying it's a media trial are basically those people who think Bollywood is a black hole.
I also would like to say, with all the respect to the Assembly of Maharashtra, that I was informed today that they want to file multiple privilege motions against me or something. So I want to say to those who entire focus today is on this, on filing a privilege motion against me, I am honored. I will drive myself to the Maharashtra Assembly. Dear members of the, if they want to, I want to finish this. So, yes, I will say when I go to the Maharashtra Assembly that with the greatest of respect to you, if you're filing a privilege motion, I will continue to question the state government. I will continue to question the police. I will continue to question the Chief Minister. I will continue to question Sanjay Raut. And you don't have to worry about sending me a car. I will drive myself, park my car, walk into the assembly and present my case. I have done no wrong. I have done no wrong, Ishkaran. Absolutely no wrong.
Arnab, and when you are replying to the assembly, if they summon you, please ask them one question on my behalf, that why Mumbai police, which was refusing to register a criminal case for 60 days, when Rhea comes to them, in spite of a Supreme Court order, in spite of a CBI investigation going on, they become supersonic. And suddenly, in a matter of hours, on the same occurrence, they register an FIR. How does this happen? How does this happen?
Ajay Alok,
so that is very important to know.
Ajay Alok is also wishing to come into this debate, viewers. Ajay, this is a very big day indeed. We need to introspect, don't we? What a long road we came from. Yes, Ajay.
Arnab, I remember when this case broke up and you started the whole investigation story, we had a chat.
Yes.
And on the multiple debates, congratulations to you for the endless effort your channel has took.
Thank you, Ajay.
And it has shown the light to the investigation agencies. There's no doubt about it. Now, on a personal front, I'm very much convinced that whether it is a murder or an attempt of suicide, that has to be decided in the course of investigation and by the court. But Rhea had to do something or the other, which Mumbai police failed to believe and failed to deliver. Now here comes the contempt of court. If you remember, the Supreme Court very clearly said that any case relating to Sushant Singh murder or any other extra cases has to be taken in the purview of the CBI.
Yeah.
And after that, today when the NCB has been placing the charges for the last 3 days, the NCB has been interrogating Rhea, and after 3 days today they have arrested. The Mumbai police had the audacity to keep Rhea in 7 hours for filing a case against Sushant's sister. Now anything, again it's a contempt of a constitution, because accusing diseased parents or demeaning disease is an offense for which they can be arrested. I mean, what kind of a level the Mumbai police on
Surendra Chauhan is responding.
Their fellow political masters they are stooping to?
Ajay Alok, where is the embargo?
It's not that this government is going to stay and this government is for forever.
Mumbai police has registered a case. Only writer is that they will not investigate. CBI can investigate.
First of all, a police does not take 7 hours to file an FIR, and that too against Sushant's sister. And against a doctor in Delhi. Against a doctor in Delhi, Mumbai police filing an FIR. And that taking 7 hours.
Any complaint.
No, 1 second. If you 1 minute, don't be ridiculous, Surendra Chauhan. What Ajay Alok is making the point is this. What Ajay Alok is saying is this: that yesterday we saw the horrible spectacle that a police station was cornered. She walked in a pre-planned manner. She went, obviously they knew there was some coordination going on. You know, she parked her car right in front of the gate of the police station, denying entry to anyone else. The entire police station was closed. Everybody was there till 1:30 in the morning to make sure that she files a case accusing Sushant's family of killing him. I want to know, viewers, I want to know, Ishkaran, which other citizen in the country gets this treatment?
Arnab, let me tell you from experience. Once you are, let me just, Arnab, the public must know this. From experience, I'm telling you, after you are accused of a crime and you go to police station with a second version, they look at you with a lot of caution and they verify it very thoroughly because you are already accused in a FIR. And here in this case, instead of looking at you with caution, studying your version, they roll out a special treatment. They make the entire police station conduct
Surendra Chauhan.
Nobody can come in. And then they
if the content of
any citizen of India will know this.
Why DK is not on
Any citizen of India who has gone to police station would know this.
DK!
It is fine.
Why Mumbai police?
One thing is very sure, I am telling you. You have to see. You cannot be aberration for presumption of innocence. Presumption of innocence is a constitutional right.
Okay,
Mr. Ishkaran, kindly hear.
तो आप सुपरसोनिक हो जाते हैं. Let me finish 30 seconds, then you speak. 30 seconds, then you speak.
Can you violate the right of any accused who is a victim of any crime? You cannot violate the right of any accused.
I want to DK, I want to cross question you, please. DK, I want to cross question you, and I want Nilotpal, and I want Nilotpal, and I want Smita Parekh to come back to the debate. And viewers, before that, I have a few things to say. We must understand today, and I was discussing this with my research team, that if you look at her PR interviews and you look at what has come out in this document right now after the investigation, you know, Smita, this is a person who can lie through her teeth. She can generate moist eyes. She can start saying Satyameva Jayate. She can coolly and convincingly lie. Now let me tell you some lies. Lies about consuming drugs. Sly mindset of Rhea Chakraborty. I don't know anything about drugs. I don't know. Drugs, I don't know. Drugs, terrible thing. I hate drugs. Right? Lie. Lie number 2. Dr. Harish Shetty of Mumbai said that there was a Modivil tablet which he took. Harish Shetty never said it. True. Lie number 2. Lie number 3, my family was not involved. She tried to say her family is being dragged into the narrative. She played the victim card, saying my family's mental health is being destroyed. Now, can her interviews be trusted as the fountainhead of truth when during the NCB investigation, her brother named her? Today, in fact, the joke doing the rounds is that Rhea Chakraborty is thanking the PR channel, saying that thank you for all the support, all the sympathy, all the platforms that you gave me. But eventually my brother revealed everything about my role. You may have seen that. She lied. You see, if you look at how she lies, she goes.
Arnab,
look at her mindset.
I'm seeing her lie since more than a year now.
Yes.
It really started registering to us, since last few months now, and how she basically was isolating him, how she was, rejecting all the good work he was getting, how she was keeping him away from all the well-wishers. We did not realize how she was cases, I mean, you know, these issues came out. So all the lies, she lied about the Europe trip, she lied about him being bipolar.
She's
in fact, now she is bipolar. She herself is a bipolar. Maybe kaun karta hai otherwise is tarah ke crimes, Arnab.
And these people, really... these people, what they did was, in response, you know what they said? What is that pro-Maoist terrorist person? What's her name? Subrashta, you know her well, the pro-Maoist terrorist, that Kavita Krishnan. She said, misogynistic bullying of Rhea Chakraborty. Misogynistic bullying? Where is the misogyny, Shweta? Where is the bullying? Where is the bullying? One person who gave her a platform, whose entire career will be remembered for the platform that he gave, and who says what people like us are doing is disgusting. What we are doing is disgusting. The platform you give.
Kavita Krishnan.
I mean,
so Arnab, do you really think? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you, but do you really think people like Kavita Krishnan needs to be schooled with intellect and rationale? I want to ask her a counter question. If a drug peddler's arrest is an act of misogyny, then according to her, the women MPs that she accuses of being in the parliament, are they being hounded because of misogyny? It's a counter question to the, rationally bereft leftist mindsets. I don't want to engage with them on any legality.
I also don't want to engage with them. No. I want to engage with them, but I want to debate with DK the argument of prejudging. DK says you are prejudging. Now, DK, I'll tell you one thing. You people held the platform interviews. You turned into social media lynch mobs to attack the family. You were a social media lynch mob. DK will debate right now with Shweta. Shalini, Pradeep, I'm coming to you. They were the social media lynch mob. They were the PR machinery for prime accused number one. They tried to sidestep the case. They are telling us that we prejudged. You prejudged. You prejudged her as innocent. Today she is not innocent. No. First of all, between both of you, you debate. I accuse you of prejudging.
This amounts to prejudging the issue.
You prejudged.
Right now,
you prejudged.
Shweta is there.
No. Okay. Shweta, let him finish. Shweta, let him finish. Shweta, let him finish. Shweta, I want you to be heard. Let him finish. Shweta, let him finish.
Remand. But what you are doing, you are treating her as a convict of the case. I am very sorry. She is not a convict, and every accused has a right, fundamental right to defend herself. You are precluding her defense also. And
Showik Chakraborty has said,
your reporters are
Showik Chakraborty, I want to know where is your sympathy campaign today. I want to know where is your sympathy campaign today. There is a remand copy, Shweta, which says that her own brother, 1 minute, Kavita Krishnan and Latvian's lobby, listen to me. 1 minute. There is a magazine, once edited by the great Vinod Mehta. The great Vinod Mehta. Now look at what has happened to the magazine. It's fighting a case for Rhea. I just want to say that I have a remand copy, Shweta, in which her brother Showik is saying that I was facilitating the drug deliveries, every delivery of drugs, payment, peddling, planning, organizing, was with the conscious knowledge of my sister, Rhea Chakraborty. And they say, I am prejudging. Where am I prejudging?
Criticize her for the drug next.
Where am I prejudging? Shweta.
Herself admitted to procuring drugs. I do not want to. In fact, she has herself admitted to procuring drugs. I do not want to comment on the Latvians' thought process, because I firmly believe anybody who stands with Rhea today is standing with drugs. I don't want to comment on them. What I want to bring forward are certain facts. Did you know that certain channels and certain reporters came out with a report which said primarily that the entire property, the nominee was changed to the sister Priyanka, and post that Rhea went on to the police station and filed the complaint exactly after that report, which means the report was preempted prefabricated to ensure that this FIR could follow. Forget the FIR, it was contempt, clear contempt of court. But yet, she was made to sit there for 7 hours. Has someone questioned that there are safe lines inside the police station? Who did she talk to? There was no media allowed.
No, why did you prejudge it?
Happened inside.
So how is
Why
this
was
contempt
nobody
of
else
court?
allowed? We need to go behind the scenes here, Arnab. There is a too much of a big nexus, and those are the people that we need to catch.
Yes,
and
Shweta.
This is what the entire Latvians get.
No, I would like to also take this forward and say to the illiterate Latvians media, to the unaware Latvians media, I want to tell the Latvians media, Ajay, that you are telling me that I am prejudging the case. You are in the Rhea clique, Latvians media. You are part of a clique. Those who prejudged the case should accept today, Ajay, they were wrong, because I have solid evidence about what has led to Rhea's arrest. Today, Rhea has been arrested after 19 hours of grilling.
They will never accept.
They were prejudging the case, Ajay.
Arnab, they will never accept.
Something regarding death. Please enlighten us.
They will never accept that they were wrong at any given point of time. They will never accept it.
Murder. Please enlighten us.
They will never accept it that they were wrong.
Innocent till
Now
proved.
No. Let me add one thing.
By the court, not by the.
Let me add one thing. Just let me add one thing and then you can answer. Just few days back,
Each and every count.
just few days back, we had seen a tailor-made interview of Rhea. Just few days back, we have seen a tailor-made interview of Rhea, where all the questions were given and the answers were also provided. Now that interview stands exposed, because in that interview she clearly said, neither I take drug, nor do I know anything about drugs. Now today that is gone. Now she is clearly exposed that she was telling lie, and that interview was also farce. No, this explains what kind of a nexus and what kind of a fanatic nexus it is. Look at Mumbai police, look at the kind of journalism going on, look at the kind of politicians involved. I mean, still you guys are defending
Rhea has lied.
indefensible.
It is wrong. She should be held
Why
accountable.
I'm doubting the...
No, why did you...
The clear-cut indication
I want to ask Vidya Balan.
It's not two different issues.
I want to ask Vidya Balan that Vidya Balan, you said my heart breaks at the vilification campaign of Rhea Chakraborty. Vidya Balan, does your heart break for a drug peddler? Vidya Balan, does your heart break that the drugs mafia is being intruded into? Vidya Balan, does your heart break? These are the questions we need to ask, and Vidya Balan, you can tell me, why is your heart breaking for a person who is at the center of a drugs cartel? When the Bollywood industry of which you are a part, when there are so many people there in the industry who are into hard drugs, does your heart
come out?
Yes, Ajay?
We'll wait for that 25 personalities being named by Rhea,
yes,
whom she was supplying the drugs.
I'd like Nilotpal,
and then we'll see how many more heart breaks.
I'd like Nilotpal to come in. You see, will those who enabled a potential drug peddler...
The muck of the drug...
I'd like Nilotpal to come in. Nilotpal, first of all, the importance of this day for you. Secondly, at the counter campaign that some people have started to protect the drugs mafia at this stage. Nilotpal.
Sir, if you remember the first debate when we started this campaign, I broke the debate. Since last 2 months, without rest, you, your team, and everyone is doing, and we know this is a victory. Now the thing is, the chat which is there available, 2017 I will go, 2017, when Sushant Bhai was not in her life. Now, how she can tell that that time she was procuring it for Sushant Bhai? 2017 chats are there. Now, the Tak Wale media interview, if you'll see, she said that she never had that and she cannot answer, and it's an allegation on her. Now, tell me, when it was a false, how we can trust her that in the murder or the thing has happened with Sushant Bhai, she is not involved. How anyone can trust? On a national TV Tak Wale channel, she is telling that she never had anything, and this thing we never mentioned in the family, never mentioned in the FIR. You can see while investigation, it has come up. We never mentioned these IPC charges or whatever charges in the FIR. Now we never know what source of these things or whether illegal money or... Okay, listen, what money has come in this, I don't know whether in future DRI or NIA will involve, because it's a serious, heinous crime of drug peddling. You can understand the 2017 chat, for whom Sushant Bhai was not there in her life. So for whom she was doing that time? Why agency is not asking that question? If she's blaming everything on Sushant Bhai.
But these things don't prove it is a death and murder.
No, 1 second. What does it prove?
It's okay. It's okay. But what I'm saying is, if she is saying that she was procuring for Sushant Bhai, so was she a kid? Why not she inform the family? Why not she inform the police?
I think Rhea Chakraborty, my information is we are getting some breaking news that she has been given 14 days in jail. I'm going to get this corroborated, but the bottom line is that the court has sent her to 14 days in judicial custody. Ladies and gentlemen, big breaking news right now. Rhea Chakraborty in judicial custody for 14 days. Pradeep Bhandari has more. Yes, Pradeep. Yes, Pradeep. Yes, Pradeep.
Arnab, yes, absolutely. Arnab, what I can tell you from ground is that what you're corroborating is absolutely correct. But another extremely important point, Arnab, is that every hard evidence, one of the panelists is saying that we are going on perception. We are not going on perception. We are going on hard evidence, whether it is drug chat, whether it is what the drug dealers and mid-level drug dealers have revealed, or whether it is Shobhik Chakraborty's, her own brother who has confessed in front of the Narcotics Control Bureau. But Arnab, what is extremely important and unique is that there is an orchestrated chain here, because they know, and this orchestrated chain is just not a Bollywood chain. What I can tell you from my personal experience of the Bandra police station yesterday, where I was there till 1:30 a.m., it also has political overtones, because I have never seen in my life that an accused who is about to be arrested gets a special entry inside the Bandra police station, goes to the station in charge's house, files a non-cognizable offense for 7 hours. The entire police station is shut. Her car is parking at the DCP's, at the place where the DCP's car is parking, and no other police officer is doing any other work except ensuring that Rhea Chakraborty's convoy is able to go to her house. Now, I have not seen this. This cannot just be Bollywood. This definitely needs to have, or in fact, I perceive this from my experience on the ground here in Mumbai from the past 40 days, a political overtone. And a political link is something which these people are waiting to, are fearing that if the political Bollywood and the drug cartel entire nexus is exposed, that is where the cleanup will happen. So Rhea Chakraborty is the tipping point. Rhea Chakraborty's arrest is a tipping point. That's why the spokespersons of Rhea Chakraborty
I want to give on this debate, I want to give Smita an opportunity at the end. Smita, you understand Rhea Chakraborty. First of all, I don't want to waste time talking about the people who are protecting her. They have an agenda.
Right,
and
exactly.
I want to also say one thing today. Farhan Akhtar, Sonam Kapoor have some sense of responsibility. They have started a stupid campaign which says, roses are red, violets are blue. Let's beat the patriarchy, me and you. This is a stupid campaign. Understand, Rhea Chakraborty, Farhan Akhtar, let me educate you. You may have your own reasons for protecting her. I don't know what that is. Rhea Chakraborty is a part of a drugs mafia, drugs cartel. She is not the victim of patriarchy. Don't you dare try to twist this. It is really shocking today what Farhan Akhtar and Sonam and all are doing. Are you seeing this? They say this is patriarchy. Drugs are patriarchy. What rubbish.
Shame.
Consuming and peddling drugs is gender justice.
Shame.
Shame. Let there be a counter campaign on this.
What a shame, Arnab.
Let the country come together now. Enough of this Bollywood's support to the drugs mafia. They are burning from within. Subrashta, patriarchy. You are spot on. They loosely use these words, patriarchy, misogyny. Well, if you, Farhan Akhtar, want to support the drugs mafia and drugs peddling, come to me one-to-one. I want to interview you on it. Come on my show. I'll ask you a few things about Rhea. It is so shocking today. This is happening, Subrashta, openly. Smita, openly, absolutely openly. No shame, Subrashta.
Arnab, I want to put it on record that, you know, you may have a problem with the relentless media coverage of this case. You can disagree with this side of the political aisle or whatever. But how can you start supporting a drug peddler and start using words like patriarchy, misogyny and feminism to malign this entire movement? This is a tight slap on the face of those protesters who were out on the streets demanding justice for Sushant Singh Rajput. Let us also recognize that while Rhea is behind bars today for drug peddling, her name is still not clear from the murder angle. We don't yet know. It needs to be investigated even further if Rhea is involved in killing Sushant Singh Rajput. This is something which we cannot lose our focus from.
Thank you for conceding.
What do you mean?
No, what do you mean conceding? What do you mean conceding? No, what do you mean conceding? Rahul Ishwar, you know what? You've been supporting the drugs mafia for too long. You've been supporting the drug peddlers for too long. You better stop it now. You must stop. You must stop being an advocate of the drugs mafia. You must stop supporting the drugs mafia. Do you have an interest in it? Do you have an interest in it, Rahul Ishwar? Enough then. Then enough. Don't support the drugs mafia anymore. Don't support the drugs mafia anymore. Don't support the drugs mafia anymore. I'm telling you, you've been doing it for too long. I'd like Smita. Smita, 1 minute. Smita Parekh, please, Smita.
Arnab, all I want to say is, this is all going to, keep happening. These people on the left side of the debate basically going to defend her every time we will reveal some, criminal side of Rhea Chakraborty and party. So this is just the first step. Everything will come out. There are things which will come out. Why she was blackmailing Sushant, on what basis, and I'm telling you, Rahul Ishwar, you'll have no face once that thing.
Absolutely, viewers. I'm short of time. Much more is going to come out. Our investigation continues, viewers. I will take a very short break. On the other side, what else will open up now? We'll tell you about that in a few minutes.